Good afternoon. Skin is in. Let's take a few notes on the integumentary system. Dun, dun, dun. This is going to be your hair, your nails, and most definitely your skin. Skin being the very largest organ of your body. So the objective of this is to learn the structure and function of the integumentary system. What does it actually do and such? But first of all, let's look at a little bit of bell work. What I want you to do is put the terms in the correct order from most simple to most complex. And you have fingernail, epithelial cell, integumentary system, and cuticle. Push pause for a moment, put these in order. I know that I did not put this on your notes paper, but maybe find a little room at the top or even on the back and write these in that order. Push pause. Okay, and welcome back. The first one you should have would be the epithelial cell. That's absolutely going to be the smallest. And I'm not going to give you the others. Let's talk about it in class tomorrow. Okay, your integumentary system is made up of skin, hair, and nails. We have mentioned that, but now this is on your notes. So this is where you actually start writing your notes. Okay, our integumentary system is actually made up of It does have four main functions. The first one, to protect us. It's going to perform that protective covering over your body. That protective covering helps prevent infection. If you have an open wound, you know you're subject to bacteria getting in there and getting an infection. And it helps actually prevent water loss as well. You've got lots and lots and lots of water in your body. You don't want to dehydrate, and your skin does help prevent that. Secondly, our skin has the function of touch. It helps us sense our environment. If things are too hot, if things are cold, pressure, all those types of things. And our skin actually has four main functions. First of all, we get the formation of vitamin D within our body. And you'll see we can actually get that in milk, but it actually comes much better from the sun. If we're out in the sun for a few minutes a day, helping get that into our skin and such, and form that vitamin D, it is very important to our bodies. Our skin also regulates body temperature. We've got blood vessels in our skin that help to release and to hold heat. If it's very, very cold, our skin will help hold in that heat to keep us warmer. If it's very, very hot, our skin helps to release heat, and some of that is going to be in the forms of perspiration and shivering. Third, the formation. Here you'll see a nice picture of all of this happening. In our cold environment, you'll see that our blood doesn't actually go all the way up to the top layer of our skin. We help keep that in, and so it's just kind of going down here so that we stay warmer. And then when it is very, very hot, you'll see that our blood does go all the way up to the surface, and we do lose some of that heat that way, and this is where we might even perspire and lose some of that heat. Okay, here we have a picture of that going on. You'll see, okay, the skin is the largest organ of the body, made up of 3 layers of tissue. You have your epidermis, which is the outer, thinner layer. You know, when you scratch yourself and you get those white cells that are dead and rub off, that's your epidermis. New cells are always being made at the very bottom of your epidermis. And our cells also produce melanin. This is the pigment. This is what gives us all of our different colors in our skin tones. Your skin is the largest organ of your body, made up of 3 layers of tissue. We have, first of all, our epidermis. It is the outer, thinnest layer. These are where your dead cells. The dermis is the middle layer. It has blood vessels, nerve fibers, muscles, oil, sweat glands. I'll show you a picture in a bit of what an actual layer of skin looks like. You can look at the bottom of your paper because that's what you're going to color and label here in a bit. You have your fatty layer that will cover and insulate the body. Every one of us has this fatty layer. It doesn't not mean you're fat, but that fatty layer is very, very protective of internal organs, and it actually helps keep some of the warmth within our body. Okay, your dermis is the middle layer. It's going to have your blood vessels, your nerve fibers, muscles, oil, sweat glands, other structures. I'm going to show you a picture of that in a moment so you can see where it is all contained. But all of that is going to be inside of that dermis, the middle layer of skin. And then you have you'll see a nice cross-section of human skin right here, magnified. So you've got your epidermis up here, and your dermis down below. And here's where you've got your skin cross section. What you're going to do with this is color and label the skin cross section. Use the terms that I have put on your paper. They're also on this slide. So I would really push pause so that you have that in front of you and so that you could color and label the skin as necessary. You do not have to color and label it the exact colors that you see on this picture. However, you do need to label it correctly, and your colors should make these different parts stand out. And I will see you tomorrow.